call me a dainty princess.
I lost control of my bowels.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, a very special welcome to you. I hope you're having the absolute best day, and I hope you're ready for me to make your day just a little bit worse. So I quite literally just got done filming my Keemstar lolcow expose and a little bit of a rant video. Side note, I did not know I posted that on Keem's birthday. Yourself, I hate you. Anyway, I didn't know I did that on his birthday, and honestly, that's my biggest middle finger. Fuck you, Keem. Now I'm getting word. The little brain waves are coming in, and I'm getting all the word that Amber is being dragged on every other lolcow show right now for being just an absolute menace to society. And this goes back to a few videos of mine ago. I discussed that EmpathLynn was being really weird to a literal kid in the lolcow glass VC. Now, I should preference I say literal kid as a joke. He is over the age of 18. However, he is still 18. He is still a child in my... I'm 25. I'm 25 years old, and I still think an 18-year-old is a little itty-bitty baby. I feel so maternal over Tom. But as previously discussed in that video, Tom accused EmpathLynn of bringing him into private discords, making weirdly sexual jokes about him, and it was a big old mess. And in that video, in that stream for lolcow glass, Phantom came in, who is a community manager. Basically, a community manager for this universe is pretty much somebody who gets shit done in the Discord. If you have a problem, if there's something that's violating the rules and the regulations for the Discord server, you go to them. And I know of two so far. One used to be apparently Tech Protect, but he got that taken away because EmpathLynn was a little baby. The other two are Phantom and Steak. I don't know anything about these people. I just know they're in charge of the Discord. And so in the episode that I covered of lolcow glass, Phantom was like, hey, I'll pretty much bring this up. This has to be taken care of. This isn't okay. And then in the following glass live stream, they brought Steak in and was like, this needs to be taken care of. He's like, yo, give me all the information and I will discuss this with EmpathLynn Reed. So on lolcow Live, the girls from Glass came up to pretty much hash this out. Steak came on, and that's what we're going to start with today. I don't know if this is going to be its own video or if I'm going to include this in whatever stream Bus has tonight. We'll find out.
Hey, Zooted and Jersey, welcome to lolcow Live. There's things obviously that we need to talk about with this EmpathLynn Reed shit, because I've been shown quite a few screenshots now, and it's getting a little concerning. Can somebody ping EmpathLynn Reed to see if she's available? Because she should, if she's available, her ass needs to be up here, because this is not a good look.
I'll give him this. If it's acting, right now, I don't know if it's acting. I'll be able to tell in a little bit. He does sound genuinely upset about the situation, and honestly, I feel like the community managers for lolcow are pretty much like HR. So, man, yeah, if I were given EmpathLynn Reed an HR nightmare, I would probably be pissed off too. And when he says it's a little concerning, there was something he said in the Glass stream or one of the other streams, like, well, does she have a history of doing this in the LCU? And they're like, no, but she has a history of doing stuff like this. And he was like, well, pretty much my hands are tied. No! You think the creepy behavior is just gonna stop when she signs Keemstar's contract? No! That's not how that works.
Harassing Glass members specifically.
EmpathLynn Reed, you just do too fucking much.
I think they're getting exhausted with EmpathLynn Reed. I think the novelty with EmpathLynn Reed for a lot of people wears off super quickly unless you're super invested in Girl World and have a warped sense of justice the way I do and the way so many other reactors do. But you can see they're tired of her, right? Because they're all awful people, and for some reason EmpathLynn is just the worst awful person here.
So Amber has decided to take it upon herself to start treating the Glass VC members like shit. So it started with Katie. She was dragging her into the bus VC, pressing Katie so bad to the point that Katie started to cry and just would not go back in any of the VC.
One thing too about this that I haven't seen anybody address quite yet is that, I mean, people have beef with each other, right? Channels aren't gonna get along, people might not get along, and this is more prevalent in stan culture, right? But the audience should never take the brunt of your hatred for another entity. So EmpathLynn Reed taking out her frustrations on members of this glass VC and enjoyers of glass is disgusting, because she knows she could never handle a confrontation or a discussion with Zay or Rosie, and we've seen that she shuts down, she screams, she yells, she cries, she can't have a conversation. So she's going to take it out on somebody who hasn't been doing this. It's I like to call this the Ben Shapiro effect, where you talk really rapidly at somebody to shut them up, and like you pretend like you know what you're talking about, and then somebody who isn't used to what you are doing, who isn't in a VC all the time, who isn't on a live stream screaming at everybody all the time, they're not used to it. So you take it out on them because you can't take it out on the people you're actually frustrated with. I heard Katie got banned from the Locale Discord for going on Oh Lordy It's Story stream. Can anyone confirm that in my comments? Because if so, again, this is an example of the hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. I can't even mispronounce it the way AmberLynn mispronounces it. It's an example of their own hypocrisy. Simply because how many times have they said, oh, let's bring a reaction channel up. Oh, let's bring Jordy up. Oh, let's bring Snowflake up. Oh, they're scared. Oh, they're scared. Oh, but when somebody actually does it and they have the balls to do it, they're banned? It's Sunday. It's one of my only days off of work. And I think the universe cursed me to give me an allergy attack today, so I'm stuck inside. And all I can do is react.
I'm not shit in this community, right? I'm brand new. If I did that, I would get fired with the fuck quickness.
If you did that, I would just take your host role, probably.
That's what I'm saying.
To be fair.
You did with Fupa. Like, you literally did with Fupa when she was doing it to Southern.
Jersey and Steak bring up a very good point that if anybody else had done this, that had isolated an 18-year-old, made sexual comments about this 18-year-old, made weird pedophilic comments about this 18-year-old, they would be taken, their role would be taken away, or they would get banned super quickly. And again, this goes to the favoritism AmberLynn has in this community, and it's just absolute garbage, and it's to the detriment of everybody else around here. Somebody else said that in my comments, and if I can find the comment, I'm going to put it right here. It's that, why does AmberLynn Reed's comfort? Why does AmberLynn Reed's comfort come to the detriment and at the expense of everyone else around her? Her co-host, Keemstar, kind of, and especially the audience that she vows to like protect, and that they get the special privilege of being in a VC and being with her. You are doing them a disservice by acting a goddamn fool.
I went to talk to ALR in Fluff as you were on Cracked, and I was told she had special permission from Keem to pull people into separate VCs.
Apparently it was for the purpose of a meeting, but they were literally playing Mary Kill in there.
Yeah. No.
If that is true, and AmberLynn has special permission to drag whoever she wants, once again, see my previous point. Why does her comfort? She's not that big of even a personality. I think I looked at the data. I looked at the data in my last video, the one where I was like shitting on Keemstar the whole time. Live still has more members, and they still bring in more money. If you look at their leaderboard, Bus is only ever like 2 or 3. They don't bring in that many memberships. They don't bring in that many donos. So like, you would be fine without her, and if you just like discussed her, you just became like the biggest reaction channels, you guys would be fine.
Didn't have enough control over her hug box, so now she's using an extra VC? And she's dragging fucking members in there to jump them, is what it sounds like from what I understand.
Yeah, this is very cult-like. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that this is a cult pipeline, and if she were to ask some of these people in that VC to drink the Kool-Aid, they would do it.
We got a donation today on our stream telling us that she was purposely picking members that she thought were her favorites from Bus and like excluding, so the whole Bus VC is full, but she's dragging like people she likes into Fluff to have this like private comment.
Can I speak? Can I say my truth that I don't think anyone else has brought up yet about this? Can I speak? The entire concept of the VC, where you have your audience in there and you get to talk to them on a regular basis, and you get to like develop a quote-unquote friendship with somebody where you have a differentiating power dynamic, wherein AmberLynn in this case has all of the power. This is the parasocial relationship she claims everybody else has with everything. AmberLynn, this whole world you're building with this VC is not only extremely cult-like, it is very parasocial. So I don't want to hear you making the argument like, oh my god, you're being parasocial. You are! You are! One thing I will respect about both Zay and Rosie is that their boot is on AmberLynn's neck constantly. And I think it's because, you know, they work so hard and, you know, work hard in quotations. But I think Zay mentioned one time that she had done a 36-hour live stream. Amber could never. And I think it's because they work so hard for the audience they have and that to get to where they are in this community. And AmberLynn tramples all over it with her little prissy baby tantrums. And it's not fair. And I think it is important to call out the favoritism, especially when you work together, right? Like these complaints coming from inside the house matter just a little bit more than me saying it, than you saying it, than Jordy saying it, than Snowflake saying it. This internally creates a disintegrating team dynamic. The foundations of the LCU and the hosts and the shows, they're crumbling, right? They're crumbling under AmberLynn's They're crumbling under AmberLynn's massive weight.
The problem isn't that she's done it. It's like, why? Why is she doing this? Why is she going in other people's VCs? She can't even control her own fucking VC.
Successful. That's why she's mad. Glass is fucking successful, so she tries to fucking take from our members, try to make them feel like shit, so that they don't want to member up and do all this shit for Glass the way they are. That's why she's doing it specifically to Glass.
Ding 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 ding. Someone play the bell. Someone play the bell. Zay has it on lock. That is exactly why she's targeting Glass specifically. Again, this is something Girl World has seen. We've seen the way she takes down successful reaction channels. We have seen the way she goes after them. I'm still not fully convinced that she didn't have anything to do with Salty Crab. I'm not convinced. But that's exactly it. And this time, these other shows, specifically Glass, being a reaction channel actually does take away from her views and from her monetization. This time it does. And so she's livid. And not only is she livid about them taking her views and her potential money, she's mad that they're both conventionally attractive, skinnier women. The existence of Local Glass infuriates AmberLynn. Boy, oh boy, Keem, how badly can you piss me off today? So, Apathetic Facts posted this statement that Keem sent into the Discord, and he's got me pissed off today, ladies and germs. He says, if Glass continues to operate as basically an AmberLynn Reid ALR detractor channel, they will likely, first of all, my brother in Christ, learn grammar. They will likely be forced into a revenue-sharing agreement with AmberLynn Reid herself. Running a YouTube channel that is solely based on talking shit about one single creator violates YouTube's terms of service. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. This is why multiple detractor channels outside of the LCU were banned by YouTube this year. Once again, that's a completely false statement. And Keem, I have had my boot on your neck for so long. Since the 3 days I've had this channel up and running. What the fuck is this? Were you not drama alert? Everything about this is so pissy. Number one, because the people who pay for Local Glass aren't paying to pay AmberLynn Reid's views. Second of all, Local Glass is your fourth most profitable show, and it's only profitable because they don't like Amber, and they do not want to give Amber money. So you are going to lose those memberships, lose those donos, and you're going to screw over Zay, and you're going to screw over Rosie. You're screwing over your own people to appease a petulant little man-child, woman-child, if you would. And that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry, because if she gets entitled to that revenue, what else is she entitled to? Is she entitled to the Glass VC? Is she entitled to be a host on Glass, to come in whenever she wants and just start to derail the community that they've built? She's already in trouble for what she does in that VC and what she did with Tom. Like, why are we rewarding her by giving her more money for being awful? Keem, I hate you. I hate you so much. This whole thing feels like a social experiment, and I am failing.
I'm great. Keem's obsessed with me.
I heard that.
Here's Keem's balls. Here's Amber.
Aww.
Know what that means. Can you help me figure that out?
You have Keemstar by the balls.
Unironically, extremely true. She does have Keem by the balls. And you know what? Maybe that's the only way to get him to stop babying Amber. If we threaten his masculinity, maybe he'll stop. You're a little pussy, Keem.
Anyways, so, okay, listen. The Phantom thing is the most craziest, wildest thing that's ever happened. I feel like I am like always gaslit. Like I swear that should be my middle name. AmberLynn is always gaslit Reed. Because listen, Ron was the one who kept dragged Tom into locale fluff. All the other AmberLynn dragged to fluff was my like parasocial friends that I have.
Oh, and my boy Tom called it. Oh, he called it. Someone call Raven Simone. We have a new gaze into the future here. He absolutely called it. Of course she was gonna say Ron did it. Phantom's comment tells me that he looked at the logs and no, Ron fucking didn't. Again, also, there's a difference between you actually doing it and you still being complicit in the action. You're still complicit, girly whirly. Don't play. Don't play.
Like
That's not allowed. You cannot have people in a VC if they're not paying for that VC.
People do it all the time. I don't know what to say about it. It is what it is. Like, I said I'll never do it again if that's the case, and then we just, like, move on.
I hate to use the age-old argument of, if all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it too? AmberLynn, just because everyone else does it doesn't mean you have to do it, right? Just because everyone else has a slur doesn't mean you have to say a slur. Just because everyone else drags borderline minors into the VC doesn't mean you have to do it. Also, the argument that Tom is an adult, yes, he is. He's also still 18. That is still a teenager. But I get for your weird-ass mind, you don't. That doesn't compute to you.
I think the real issue at hand is that Tom is a fucking liar. And he's consistently trying to get clout. And the thing is, he can't get clout if he admits, oh, it was Ron. It was Ron who pulled me in there. But he can get clout if he says it was AmberLynn.
My brother in Christ, Tom did say that you were going to say that Ron did this. He said that.
VC before the show, like earlier today, and there was some tea drop, but I'm not saying.
Listen, at this point, I'm their third host. And I love living rent-free in their head. They make spite members.
Instead of worrying about living rent-free in people's heads, how about you pay your own rent? Oh, wait, sorry. All your money goes back to taxes because you're broke as fuck. Got it. Understood.
I'm excited for it.
I think we should merge our live streams for a few minutes and like go over there and talk to them.
Let's do it.
You really want to go over there? I mean, we can.
All right. Right now?
Let me see what the fuck they're talking about.
Nah, I'm going.
Hi.
So now I understand why Glass was alive right now. This is the biggest grift I've ever seen. Oh my fucking god, you guys are such bad actors. Amber, you never could have made it to Juilliard.
They kicked us out immediately, chat. There was not a chance to have any conversation, apparently.
No shit, they kicked you out. Why are you acting surprised? I would have done it too. You're threatening their income and you're being just general assholes. Get the fuck out of my stream.
Oh my god, Zay looks like she does meth. I can't.
Okay. Number one, Amber, don't talk about anybody doing drugs when you come from a family of addicts. Don't fucking do that. Also, you're the one with sores on your arm. I'd be more likely to believe that you do meth.
Listen, AmberLynn. Fuck you. Fuck our world. Fuck all the fans you brought here. You're not even coming to Fat Camp. You are draining the world of its resources, draining the world of its views, draining its world of its TTSs, and you're not even putting it to use. You're not even coming to the Fat Camp. Fuck you.
I am dead.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Never once in my life have I agreed with Boogie. That's when the worst person you know makes a point.
I'm gonna call Booster Gold on the phone.
Wait, so like that thing is like serious?
I don't know.
I thought it was a joke.
What?
Once again, I know nothing about the inner workings of the LCU. Somebody died? If I find out later in this stream that's not real, I'm gonna be so upset. What do you mean? I am gonna call out Tex Bald Spot. Oh man, everyone here is so fucking ugly, aren't they? Who the fuck is Booster Gold? I know they're not calling my main man Shane Top right now. Shane would never be a part of this. This entire segment is not AmberLynn related, but if they are faking a death of one of their members and their hosts for clout for Keem's birthday, we can add this to the list of offenses from my last video about Keemstar.
Can I be honest, you guys?
Yeah.
So I'm having a mental health, right? And I'm in a lot of pain due to a kidney stone. Kidney stones is one of the most painful things anyone can go through, and I'm still here.
Cheers,
I
chat.
did tell
More painful than your cancer?
I need you to share that with the audience.
I can. Holy fuck. I would pay to see this in real life. Amber.
I won't lie, that did get a good laugh out of me. Alright, Fupa, you're back in my semi-good graces. That was really funny. The bald edit is really good. It is very nice to see real Photoshop and real art. I think that is real art. compared to the AI slop the locale universe produces.
No. Who do you think gets hit on the most in public out of the three of us?
I get hit on all the time. I live in Oklahoma. They like the fatties.
I don't think that's
in
like
front of my
statewide
mom,
thing.
in front of my girlfriend.
They mistake you as a cow because they're used to seeing cows and all the fields around there. So they think
All right,
you're
I'm
a
going to
cow.
sleep.
It's very rare. It's very rare in these streams that Fupa says something like genuinely intelligent and kind of funny. That cow comment cleared. That was so good. That was a really good diss. Second of all, I hate to admit it, but like I think I would probably hit on Tech if I saw him in public. Unfortunately, that kind of like grimy man is my type, and I know I've got several problems. Do you guys ever wonder if the stories she tells about getting hit on are true? And like she just doesn't specify that it's like an old man. Like it's a geriatric old man.
Coming in.
Be a man.
DTS.
$19.99. I've noticed that Amber, despite being a lesbian, jumps through hoops and rolls in mud in order to have any man approve of her, but sees other women as pure competition. She'll do anything to sabotage women for the approval of men.
That is kind of a true statement. I've seen that.
No, I don't want approval of men. I just get along with men better. I don't know what
You see every woman as competition, and
especially a gay man.
Oh my god, is that not the most pick-me shit you've ever heard? I don't search for the approval of men. I just get along better with men than I do with women. Women are so much work. Ugh, can you believe that girl and what she was wearing? Girl, I swear to fucking God, there is no need for you to be a pick-me.
Putting that fucking burden on me and saying that you're an alcoholic and you're only drinking because of me is disgusting.
When did my drinking start again? Oh yeah, it was working with you.
No, it's because your dad's dying, remember? Supposedly. Or do you only bring that up when you need sympathy?
Appreciate it. I don't want the
Because we could
sympathy.
put a compilation together of how many times you said that you hate your dad.
What
How many
a
times you said that you hate your dad.
motherfucking cunt!
Bye.
Bye! That was really fucking disgusting of her to say that.
What the it was nasty. That was disgusting, Amber. Holy shit. You are never allowed to bring up what you went through with your mom or your dad ever again if that's how you're going to treat somebody whose parent is actively dying. That's one of the worst things I've heard her ever say. Are you kidding me? Gross. Disgusting.
And this is why she's been dragged for literally her entire YouTube career.
Yeah.
Fuck her tech.
I've been trying not to talk about it. I've been trying to let it sit. I talked to you two both before we streamed, I think like 3 days ago, about what was happening.
Man, this is actually a moment I do feel pretty bad for him. Like, I can see it on his face. That hit a nerve. That was really fucked up of her to say. But whenever somebody jokes about the way her mom treated her, or anything with her mom and her dad, like, it's off limits. But this, regardless of if he had a bad relationship with his father or not, that doesn't negate the grief that he is feeling. And honestly, I think the grief is more intense. A relationship with his father he'll never get. You got the benefit of having a relationship with your mom that was fixed. That anything that was broken in that relationship was fixed. He's never gonna get that. It's so fucked up of you to say that. I hope with EmpathLynn insinuating that Tech was faking his father's passing, she gets whatever punishment Tech got and more, because that is absolutely disgusting to imply that not only is he faking this, but he is doing it for clout. That is worse than anything he said about Emily that you had this whole beef for. You suck.
Alcoholism beyond my control. Some days it feels like it. Some days it feels like I don't control it. It's tough. It's not like a...
That eye roll? Okay, Amber, so let's talk about the binge monster. Okay, so while he's describing the situation you have described that you felt with the binge monster, and you roll your fucking eyes, you're despicable. You're so fucking gross. Disgusting. I think this entire show is also causing a relapse. I'm so sorry, bud. I really do hope you can get sober. I hope things get better for you, despite how I feel about people who associate with Keemstar and the LCU. You do seem probably like a pretty okay guy. I know you have your controversies. You seem like pretty alright. They are not helping you in the absolute slightest. Please leave. Go back to your corporate job. Make something better of yourself. Man, this sucks for you, dude.
Make amends however he feels comfortable with, right? He won't get another shot to do so. I've come to terms with my relationship with him. I want the best for him. You know, the whole thing is complicated. Yeah, thank you for the donation, Ezrotic.
I think no matter how volatile your relationship with your parent is, like when it comes to them passing away, it just brings up like all these emotions that you may have suppressed throughout the years, and it just because like at the end of the day, whether they're shit or not, that's your parent. You only have one of them.
Tech being like the most emotionally vulnerable we've ever seen him, and Amber like actively disassociating is crazy work. Her eyes are dead, and I like to point out the difference between her and Fupa's reactions to Tech's emotional conversation about not only his father but his mother. Those are dead eyes. Those are dead fucking eyes. Fupa is engaged. She's talking about this. She's having an active conversation. Amber is shutting down because it's not about her. The trauma's not hers, and she can't one-up this trauma. Like, he's about to lose both of his parents. This is the one thing she can't one-up, or she's gonna seem like an insensitive jackass. And she already does seem like an insensitive jackass.
Something really disgusting about your dad, like, literally 5 minutes ago.
It is what it is.
Can we quote that? What exactly did I say?
Well, I mean, you did put a little bit of doubt.
Yeah, you accused him of faking the
Bitch,
situation.
oh my god, I don't know what's real anymore regarding me.
You said that
I say things to get a rise out of people.
You just said it. Why are you faking you didn't say it? Why are you like, I didn't say that? We can clip it. You are insane. So? Just because you say something because you want to get a rise out of them doesn't absolve you of what you said. In fact, that makes it worse. Because you did this with the intention to hurt him.
Archangel, but they also been a banned world member for 1 month. They said, Amber, no matter what you think you know about Tech's father, what you said was horrendous and reserves an apology. Thought you were an empath. If she wants to apologize, it's up to her. I'm not. I get it.
Well, I am sorry for saying that. I shouldn't have done that. And it's like being on the show, I get like genuinely real sides of me come out, and then the entertainment side of me comes out.
That's a girly. Keep running around and around and around in circles to not apologize. This is what got you in the mess last week. You don't want to apologize. And it sucks that Tech isn't demanding one because he knows he's not going to get it. He knows that it's not worth the hassle, and he's already so emotionally volatile regarding this specific subject matter. It's not worth it. And that sucks because any decent human being would be like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, regardless if I'm playing a character that was really shitty of me to say.
You know what? Some fucking bitch online was like, Tech's eyebrows are too close to his fucking eyeballs, and it's never left me. I have body dysmorphia.
Holy shit. Oh my god. I can't stop laughing because that's so accurate. I was gonna like make a comment here about how I think Fupa and Tech have like a pretty decent dynamic. Like you can tell they're friendly with each other. But that sent me into fucking orbit. His eyebrows are way too close to his eyes. It makes his forehead look gigantic, and then you got the bald spot in the back. Tech, everything is working against you. Alright, I'm ending my discussion with EmpathLynn lying about not being a bully. Girl, you said you were a bully. You said that. You said this yourself. Anyway, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. I hope you come back for the next one. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Go outside, go touch grass, have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!